It's been 84 years.
Tie me up like a Christmas ham and spank me till I look like one. Hello gamers, it's Official Blue Ben here and welcome back to Kenshi yet again. And this time, I've lost my arm. My arm is gone. But how did you lose your arm, you say? Well, let's look at our options. 1, pissed off nearby folk. 2, weak arms. 3, 1 HP. Yeah, that's right. We have a serious gaming challenge on our hands. No pun intended. One punch guy has 1 HP for all limbs. But guess what? Everyone else does as well. That's right. Every single other NPC in Kenshi has 1 HP. All thanks to this hardcore mod. How long will we survive and thrive as a one-punch machine? Let's find out. Now, before we start, you're probably thinking, One Punch Man has a cape. Where's the cape? Well, to compensate for the fact that I don't have the iconic cape, I'm going to give myself a massive ass. Well, I think my character's ready to go. Let's hit confirm. Okay, so I've loaded in and I've just realized that I just have this random Spartan here. What are you doing here? Who are you?
This is madness!
I love the music right now. It chimes in at the best time.
Later!
Accompanying us on this long journey will be some rice balls that I have chewed in. And before we even start this gaming challenge, I just want to put out there that I have 16 hours in this game. I'm probably going to explore for a bit, get used to my surroundings, but I actually found a bar, funny enough. I walked inside, and what did I find? What did I find? I found my old companion, my Spartan,
They're not really fun, but you just can't get into it because they...
So the adventure begins, and I find myself some friends. Or should I say, cattle.
Looks like meat's back on the menu!
Now, in today's journey, we're actually going to be going from the border zone all the way to the bone fields. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys what... Okay, we're going to be very quiet here. Very quiet.
Run! Run!
Now that he's dealt with, we can just... Run! And run I did. I started running. I ran through the night. I swam through the swamp. I got to a point where I was just like, what is this? We will never give up. Finally. Civilization. Greetings. Are these
guys friendly?
Enough was enough, and I began my thieving phase.
Great success.
A f***ing library? But our luck had simply changed. I managed to score myself a research artifact, or should I say, just blue books. There was just so many blue books, and I was just picking them up, I was scooping them up, and I won't be returning them. I fled the crime scene, and I picked up more books outside. And in the next minute, something didn't feel right. There was boots on the ground, there was a severed leg, and then I realized it was the blood spiders.
Holy shit!
I had to think fast, and I picked up the cripple. We started to run to the water, but it wasn't enough. Oh god, it wasn't enough! All I know is that One Punch Guy is a fighter, and he has no leg. We're in the swamp, and we're all alone. Our only option now is to crawl, and crawl we shall.
Cause I live in a shithole! I hate the place!
At this point, I was exhausted. I hated crawling, but I just had to, and I sped it up. I was close to a village called Shark. Crawling through the water with the sun on my back, I had finally made it. But unfortunately, Shark was in perpetual war, and I needed saving.
Help me.
Like a soldier at war, I was crawling through the barracks, avoiding war at all cost.
The blood spiders are here? What? I hate the place!
While the blood spiders were being dealt with, no funny business. I'm crippled. There will be no funny business from me. Oh, no. I started selling my books, my stolen books.
Shit.
And must I say, I started earning some serious cash. Like a baby on Adderall, I zipped out of there. I had truly broken bad.
Your spree is at an end.
Soon after, I flee to the bar and started chatting up this local man called Hammett. He's now a part of my squad, and he's a part of my cargo. I started by shifting all my stolen goods onto Hammett himself. Hammett soon became the victim of my senseless thievery and ultimately betrayed the shark community. And we were off, being escorted away from Shark by the swamp raptors. And the escort worked. We were finally out of the swamp, and really, it only took 2 days. The only problem now was getting to our destination in one piece.
The One Piece!
Hammett was not a very fast runner like myself.
What are you doing, Steph?
But it was Hammett who valiantly shielded us from the harsh world of Kenshi. Whilst being carried, I checked out the wiki for a nearby robotics store. The store was situated in Vane, and it was our only chance of getting me back on my feet. We quickly stopped to munch on the remaining food that we had, and we ventured through the night. We continued this way for quite some time. Slave is scum, so are we attacking? Oh god, yeah! He wanted to attack the slaves! Well, I guess Hammett is our slave technically now, so we're kind of doing the right thing. And we made it. We finally made it to Vane, or should I say, Hive Village. There were robotics everywhere, millions of them. Well, there wasn't millions, but there was a lot. There was a lot of robotics. I started to sell more stolen books to fund my robotic leg. I was getting lots of money. I picked the best robotic limb I could find, and oh man, did it look absolutely sexy on me. And it was a specialist. The blood was rushing. My heart was pumping. I was walking again. My new robotic limb, and it was all thanks to Hammett, my slave. I decided to have a quick nap while Hammett watched over me. It was time for us to go to the bone fields. I suppose we'll bring him too. Hammett, buddy? Are you okay there? The bandits had conquered the desert, and we were in a very tough situation. We started to run, and so did Hammett. There was too many of them, and we just had to keep going. But it wasn't enough. We were in the middle of desert warfare. Get out of there! Just run! Unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news. Hammett had unfortunately deceased, and I was on an absolute violent rampage. I thought about giving him a proper burial.
Excuse me, what the actual f*** are you doing in my house?
Mourning the loss of our slave and dear friend Hammett, I ventured through the desert at full speed. With the bandits right behind me, I found a local village, and I also found this dock. What the f***? I had officially run out of food, and I had no other choice but to take matters into my own hands. Literally.
That's nasty.
My skills were unmatched. From one-shotting everything to one-shotting balls, I was doing it all for bread, all for...
Oh shit, what the?
I am now playing World of Warcraft Classic. I'm kidding, it's still me and Kenshi, running! My journey was nearly over as I was nearing Bonefields, but my god was it a beautiful run. The sun was out, my legs felt better than before.
My leg!
It took just under 1 week to get to the most peaceful place in Kenshi. I had finally joined my people, and I was accepted into their community. What the f*** are you looking at? My first stop was the bar, and I was just sitting by myself, you know, trying to make friends.
You can't sit with us!
I left the bar soon after because they just weren't my people. I was sitting in this lotus for a while, just contemplating life, right next to Buddha, and, well... I thought I'd pay a visit to the man himself, since everyone was acting really weird. He was just staring at me like I left some guy for dead. So I just straight up kicked him off the throne to assert my dominance. Maybe this place just wasn't cut out for me. Oh, finally! The cavalry's here.